What's up? Hi, I'm the Madcap Artist. Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to be reacting to Deftones' new album. So this album is called Private Music. I wasn't sure that it was even called that in the first place, but I just double checked. And it's called Private Music. And I'm excited at the very least. Look at my shirt. Look at my shirt. So we got 11 songs as per usual. I'm going to listen to the song. I'm going to react to it. And I'm going to look at the lyrics. I'm going to pick apart some of my favorite lyrics here and there. We're going to analyze the songs. But I'm going to be adding something new this time. And I'm going to be adding a tier list. Okay. To be honest, I don't necessarily feel inclined to use a tier list from now on. But for some reason, I just felt like I wanted to use one for this album. And specifically like for rock music, because I feel like when I go to like a concert or I listen to live rock music, I'm never sitting there like really listening to the lyrics. I'm mostly letting the song impact me and just going off a vibe. That's how I usually like enjoy myself. I'm like, oh, this is a good song, you know what I'm saying? And I'm jumping, I'm like acting crazy as hell. And it's not till like during karaoke where I actually look at rock music lyrics and I'm like, wow, this ish is kind of deep. Some about rock music lyrics are so very abstract and kind of leave a lot of room for fun interpretation and angst, really. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and show the tier list so you guys know what I'm on. At the very top of the tier list, we got Showing This to the Fam Right Now. We are big rock music enthusiasts, enjoyers in this household. And if I hear a song I like, I'm sending it. Next is Going Straight to My Playlist. So, you know, it's still an A for me. You know what I'm saying? It's going straight to my playlist. I'm going to be listening to it in the future when I'm like in the car, I'm just jamming. Good, but not my tea. It's kind of like just an acknowledgement that I can acknowledge the great parts of the song, but I know it's just not for me. This is very opinion based and a very neutral place in this tier list. It's it's kind of a nice way to say, like, you know, it's really not for me. Like, it's really not for me. And very last we have Straight Smelly Booty. I highly doubt any of these songs are gonna go to this tier. This is low-key, highly disrespectful. So I doubt I'm gonna put any of the songs here. But I just added it to add like some sort of balance, you know, restore balance to the universe and whatnot. And I will say this before we get into this album. Like, this tier list is for pure vibes, funds only. Like, this is just something I thought I'd add because I thought it would make my listening party more enjoyable. I thought it'd be really fun. And I just added it just so you guys could get like a look at my headspace, you know, where it actually is in regards to like how I'm viewing the music off the camera. You know what I'm saying? When I'm not necessarily sitting there analyzing the lyrics and I'm just vibing, you know what I'm saying? So if you take offense easily, if I put something in, it's alright. Keyboard Warrior, it's not worth it. Deftones been around for fucking forever, dog. Like, they have lasting credit. They have a lasting legacy, whatever the hell you want to call it. You know, if a song go to Straight Smelly Booty, it's not gonna ruin that legacy, I promise. So first song is called My Mind Is a Mountain, and I already listened to it on this channel. You can go ahead and check it out. So My Mind Is a Mountain is going straight to my playlist. I'm sorry, but like, you could barely see what it even says. So it's like, what's the point? But I don't care. I'm having a good time. So next song that we're going to listen to is Locked Club. All right, so let's get to it. His voice. so soothing. So a lot of moving people, moving towards something, you know what I'm saying? Escaping perhaps. Song is giving me the impression of like when you go to a concert, like an appetizer. Like this song feels like an appetizer to the album. It's like building up the momentum. It feels like I'm lost in a dream. Ooh, okay. Let's go to the tier list, right? And I'm just gonna go off like first impressions of like how that song just made me feel. Like if I was just at a concert, if I was listening to live music and I heard that song, like how would I feel? What would I think? Would I be like, I need to Shazam this hoe right now? Locked Club. I think I'm gonna go for good, but not my tea. And the reason for that is like I'm headbanging, you know, I'm drunk as hell, and I'm like, this shit's good. You know what I'm saying? But it's not like overtaking my soul. It's not possessing me. But regardless, that honestly doesn't matter. I'm just gonna go ahead and get into the lyrics and really dissect the song. So first, the name of the song, Locked Club, meaning a confined space. It has a shit ton of people. And then in the visualizer, there's a lot of people running away. You know what I'm saying? And then I believe in the song somewhere he says we have to escape. There's no genius explanation for lyrics, so it's all up for full interpretation. Verse 1, he says, cruise out in style, well, it's safe. Come stepping out proud from the gates. Symbolize the truth we exist. Inside of this tribe, we know our place. We're locked in. Join our parade or be left out. Join the parade or feel left out. So this gives the impression of a prideful group of people who share like the same vision, the same bond. Verse 2, he says, arise from the pools, curate your spot while staring up at God from the water. Rising, getting closer to the truth, locked in, step, feeling crowd, locked in. And then chorus, he says, join the parade or be left out, join the parade or be left out. And you feel it drain through your body, I can feel it. Can you feel it? Okay, so that makes me think about like breaking away from like the sheeple or maybe perhaps the normies. Some of the lines that kind of inspired that train of thought, arise from the pools, you know, like maybe arise from like drowning, rising, getting closer to the truth, locked in. So you're stepping out and you're becoming aware. Step, feeling crowd, locked in. So you're kind of like locked into this crowd and you're trying to step out and break out into this more you're trying to break out into the truth. And he's like, feel it drain through your body. I can feel it. Can you feel it? So like the feeling when truth is first felt. Verse 3 says, collapse in your room, preparing your strength. The power you feel from the contact, so in love with the calm and the chaos, closer to God, closer to space, locked in. Okay, now this verse is a bit hard to pick out because it's the type of wording I can only imagine somebody just absolutely on a most insane trip would say. The power you feel from the contact, closer to space, locked in. So there's this like expansive feeling, you know what I'm saying, that is kind of being felt through these lyrics. Because at first you think that he's trying to break free, you know what I'm saying, or he's breaking free, you know what I'm saying, or he's getting ready to break free, and then he ends the verse 3 with locked in. When I first hear locked in, I can only think of like the current term of locked in, which is like, you know, you're not clocking it type shit. But I think he's saying he's locked in, like maybe he's locked in his room, or he's locked in space, in a space, right? I can say he's either breaking free from something or he's connecting with something, you know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of mention of like a closed space, and crowds and people. And the best way to understand this song and to understand this album as a whole is to go on and listen to the next song. Next song is called Ectois, and ectosis is just like basically like shedding your skin. It's the process of that. So think insects. Usually that type of process is a nod to being reborn, becoming anew, and lots of change. So let's go ahead and listen to the song. Okay, that's the skin, you know, the shedding. You know, snakes shed, we know that. The horse. This is so emotional. Like the guy coming up from the sunset and his like long hair is just like moving through the breeze. The snake, you know what I'm saying? Has he been like tested on or something like that? This is sick. Deftones music always creates this sense of like fleeting sound with their music. Like in the background you hear like a higher note, like it's so like dreamy, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time it's like hype as hell, because if you hear that, like I guess like an electric guitar, I don't know these things, but it's like you know what I'm saying in the back. I really like the way that sounds. I like how it makes me feel. He's changing right now. He's changing. What is that, like piano synthwave or something like that? Very faint noise though. I love the lo-fi aesthetics of this visualizer. It's like the calm after the storm or something like that. I like the song more than I like the last one. That's the thing. This tier list is based off of vibes. Just gonna run that home again. It's just a feeling thing. In no way does this represent the quality of the song. You know what I'm saying? The production of the song. It's just how I feel in my core. I almost want to do good, but not my tea. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of want to move this one down to its locked club to it's I. All right, guys. So verse 1, he says, "Can we sit here silent, just hoping to survive? Here in. Watch out. Watch it cut through the acreage, dividing, and it's spiraling entirely again." So when I see acreage, you know, it's like a plot of land and spiraling, I'm just going to think of a tornado. And can we sit here silent, just hoping to survive here? So this makes me think about inaction, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a natural disaster approaching, and what are we going to do? We're just going to hide about, you know what I'm saying? And do nothing. The chorus is, "A symbol of our plague shakes our bones awake, descending through a blaze inside these winds." It's so poetic, dog. It's so poetic. So again, he uses these like almost like these disaster like terms, like a blaze, winds. So you kind of think of like natural disasters, you know what I'm saying? And plague, you know what I'm saying? So very much worldly things. So he's like, "A symbol of our plague shakes our bones awake, descending through a blaze inside these winds." Genius annotation is basically saying we are a plague to planet Earth as a human race, and these natural disasters are none other than its reclaim. So the Earth is lashing out against our decisions. Verse 2, "Constant rivers rising, swollen streams dividing, watch it cut its way through valleys while it's devouring it entirely again." So basically the entire verse is kind of just explaining basically how Mother Earth is claiming her Earth back, you know what I'm saying? The disasters in which she will enact in order to do so. Says, "This den becomes a lake. It bathes our towns away, ascending to our necks inside these waves." So suffocating us, taking away our things as we did with nature. Bridge is, "The flames are alive," right? Mother Earth, like reclaiming what's hers, you know what I'm saying? Possibly she's angry. "Reclaim their audience. These rains are divine. Reclaim their environment. A new phase arrives." So now a new phase arrives could pay homage to the title. There's a new beginning, you know what I'm saying? As the disaster like takes everything away, it is creating something new again. It's being reborn. Chorus, it ends on, "A symbol of our plague shakes our bones awake, descending through a blaze inside these winds. This town becomes a lake, and it bathes our ghosts away, ascending through my brain inside these winds." So it bathes our ghosts away, kind of makes me think about sins, you know what I'm saying? Is washing away all of like the harmful things that we have done. Next song is called Infinite Source. When I read Infinite Source, I was like, is this gonna be kind of like esoteric, like kind of like spiritual, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he's talking a lot about growth, being reborn, breaking free, and he's speaking about Mother Nature. I'm just curious as to what he's gonna touch on here. So let's get to it. This might be a little more upbeat. sounds like pretty. You know what I'm saying? It's very like observatory, you know what I'm saying? Like observing, you know, life in its form, you know, kind of how I imagine, kind of how I imagine like what you see right before you die. Okay, just random shit, you know? I would imagine the song to be before the last one that we heard, because it's the type of song I would hear before, you know, Mother Nature reclaims all that is hers to begin with. It also could be like a point of view, like Earth's point of view. You know what I'm saying? Like the last song could have been Mother Nature's point of view, and this could be like the people's view. I don't even want to put this in a tier list. No cap, no kizzy, because like I feel like some of y'all gonna be upset, you know. But I'm going off a vibe. Shit, I'm going off fucking vibe. Okay, this does not speak for the quality of the song. It does not. It speaks off like would I fucking play this shit loud and clear for the neighbors, the damn neighbors, my neighbors to hear. So with that being said, it's a beautiful song, but I'm going to put it in, it's alright. Verse 1, he says, just say you're down and pull me close, hold on to me, face the crowd, take hold of me, hold me tight. So you think he's talking about a lover here. Last time adorning the stage, a final wave and bow. I hope that doesn't mean this is like the last album. Verse 2, raise your glass high, here's for the years, 1,000 dreams, face the crowd, keep holding me close and tight. It makes me think of like, is he talking to like his memory? Is he talking to his audience? Like this is it, this is the last performance, like hold me in, you know, hold the thought of me in. Or is he talking about like last years on Earth, or you know what I'm saying, like that, because the last song was giving catastrophic. A bridge, all of those nights, all of our dreams, all of these years, all these times, all of our dreams, all of your cheers, I'm releasing, you're afloat, keep a hold of me here as long as you can. So I'm starting to feel like he's talking to his fans. Last time adorning the stage, a love we chased and found. So I'm gonna assume that this song is kind of like a conversation with his audience, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it's like a talk with his lover or something like that, because he's saying all of those nights, like when you're going on tour, like all those cheers, all the love that we shared, the self-discovery. And then I see the snake and it makes me again think about the transformation. So maybe like the changing of the times or something like that, or it's time for us to try something new or to be reborn again. Those are just my impressions. But it's just like the name of the song, like I think about it being called Infinite Source, and it's such a expansive name in my opinion. I hear the Infinite Source, I think of like the complete concept of the complete, the like the maker or the ever expansive one, you know what I'm saying? Like wordings like that. Very non-dualistic type ideas. Maybe it's just a beautiful way of him saying like love. Maybe he's conveying that through this song, like the love that he feels, you know. It's a very lovely song. It's a very pretty song. Next song is called Souvenir. Trying to find the beat like. Often drawing parallels, I've noticed in the past few songs, about closedness and then openness, like space, you know, freedom, and then confinement. You know what I'm saying? In space, in time, we unite again. Translucent, come on, display. Dissolves. I we're hurtling through space, embracing the night, discovering each other's ways. Keep warm here beside me, holding you tight. Gaze at the night, we own it, it's divine. It's a love song? That's the vibe I'm getting. Space sounding. I don't know if I'm even pronouncing that right, honestly. Have you seen those videos on YouTube where the caption is like, it's 2 a.m. and you've discovered awareness, or, you know, it's 12 a.m., you're not alone. And like the photo is like a lit up alleyway or like an ocean or something, but it's like dark and wispy feeling. It's very peaceful. And my first impressions, I think that was a love song just based off the chorus. There's a lot of him talking about space, holding each other, discovering each other, and those are just words that I would normally describe love. You know what I'm saying? All right, so this tier list is bukkake, whatever the hell you say it, because honestly, shit hit different when you in the car. Shit hits way different when you got that volume up. I swear to God, my headphones aren't loud enough. I don't know, it's because my ears are cooked, but it's like it's like the song is like, it's like the song needs to scream at you. You need to feel it to your core before you can like really understand it. With that being said, I think I'm gonna start moving shit. You know what I'm saying? Because now I got a good concept. It's like my first tier list, so give me a break. It might be my fucking last. So I'm gonna move Infinite Sorts to Good But Not My Tea, because that was a good song. It just wasn't my vibe. You know what I'm saying? And the vibe was like, it's alright. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's the vibe that I got from this song. Verse 1, he says, as you drift off in bed, residing in translucent walls you've made crumble down again. So let's say he's hypothetically here talking about his lover. You know what I'm saying? Maybe his lover is going off into some sort of like depression, or they're feeling down, and he's saying, I see it. Like, I see it all. I see right through you. You know what I'm saying? And your walls are like crumbling down. And he's like, I'm hovering in space, embracing the lights, discovering something else. So this is like very expansive sounding, very beautiful. But when I first heard this part of the chorus, right after verse 1, I thought he was going to go into breakup mode. You know what I'm saying? But he then goes, as you drift out in space and time, we unite again. Translucent clock display dissolves again. This is low-key so emo because it kind of just like reminds me about like death. When you lose yourself or when you lose someone, like saying like it's okay because one day we'll be whole again, like in space or something like that. Translucent clock display dissolves again. So clock of time, you know what I'm saying, kind of just makes me think about like earthly things again, as time drifts away. Like, time is nothing here, time is nothing in this lovely expansive space that we're in. He's like, now he says like, we are hurtling through space, embracing the night, discovering each other's ways. So we are enjoying ourselves, we are breaking free, and it's almost like a nod to dreams, you know what I'm saying? Or like, an out of body experience, it's very outside this chaos, outside these walls, we are free. As you drift out of it, you descend to ground again. The porch light will fade and die, you wake. Huh? So is it talking about astral projection? Like, and I wonder if anyone viewing this right now is gonna know what I know somebody viewing this is gonna be like, what the hell is she talking about? And then he's like, I keep loving you from space, embracing our time of discovering. He's like implying that he is not real here, and like he is just like this beingness, like this thing that you are like traveling to and exploring with once you leave like this three-dimensional realm, Then he's like, laying beside me, holding you tightly, roaming through space, we owned it, it's divine, we ride. So the ending was quite beautiful. I really want to know, like, what was he thinking? Like, what was he thinking when he made this specific song? You know what I'm saying? Like, what was his intention? Because bro might be talking about astral projection here. I mean, it's kind of obvious to me, but I don't want to like start like I don't want to start like saying shit, And he's like, as you drift out of it, you descend to ground again. The porch light will fade and die, you wake. It's like that type of terminology is usually said when somebody, like in songs, it's usually like said when somebody's coming off like a fucking high. You know what I'm saying? Like, is this entire song just like a trip? Like just one big ass trip? And also like the name of the song, Souvenir, like when you're coming back from a trip, you know what I'm saying, and you have a souvenir. Those are literally just my guess. Okay, so next song is called CXZ. Okay. Let's get to it. Yeah, these kind of like lyrics is like something like something that somebody high as hell would write. You know what I mean? It's giving something in the way. Like it's saying like almost kind of like nonsensical. Like there's a nonsensical way of saying things, but you're saying things. It's like you're saying a whole lot of nothing. You know what I'm saying? And once it starts to get in that realm, I cannot explain what he's saying. Because I would quite literally have to be under the influence to even get a vibe, catch a vibe. First impressions of that song, on what I heard, so the visual is distorted. You know what I'm saying? And they were just repeating, I think they're repeating images that we saw in other visuals, but it's extremely distorted. So it's giving me a distorted perception, you know, distorted senses. He's drawing comparisons of something. I think he's talking about change here. He might even be talking about like oneness, you know what I'm saying? Because he starts talking about like it's giving past, present tense. If you don't know what I'm saying, then I'm sorry. In my opinion, if I were at live music, I would say that it's somewhere between It's I and Straight Smelly Booty. No cap. Like this is the part where I would stop the headbanging. And the thing is like as an album as a whole, this song is decent as like a palate cleanser and for whatever he's trying to convey like in the album. Just to me, the song like isn't that like fun, I guess you could say. I'm just gonna put it in Straight Smelly Booty just for controversy's sake. just for controversy's sake. You know what I'm saying? So let's look in the lyrics, you know. In verse I can't believe I'm about to analyze these lyrics because I swear to gosh, this type of lyrics is like they're lyrics that you would write when you are tripping balls. Okay? So verse 1 he says it's starting to give past, present tense. So oneness, our memories split. One is up, one is down, one is lost, one is there. Moving on, constants and zeros form a time void through us. So, okay, let me try to think of it from the mindset. Like I'm just out of my shit. So constants and zeros form a time void through us. I'm drawing a blank here. Recurring events now reappear. Time has started tear. One is up, one is down, one is lost, one is there. So the concept of this song is time. Constant times zeros. I ain't no math whiz. Form this mind warp through us. Mind warping, so time traveling. Our thoughts reappear, a lost time again. It's starting to give. One is up, one is down, one is lost, one is there. One, it stayed correct. One is strange and off time. One is stayed correct. One is way out of time. I'm not cooked for this. Like, I need to be cooked. Next song we're going to listen to is I Think About You All the Time. So is this a love song? I don't know. Let's listen to it.
We sail inside of your warship. You say you're refrain, and I'm out of my mind. All of my life, you've been the same. All of our days, and we'll never change.
Very slow start.
As we sing inside of your warship. Lay next to me, our feet place, and we're out of our minds. Sing all of my life, we'll never.
I love songs like this that are just like quiet at first and then it's like bam. Very dramatic. I love it.
Show me the way. Wrapped in
like this song is very comforting. I like. Put that in going straight to my playlist. I need to hear that in the car. I need to feel that in the car. So verse 1, he says, we sail inside of your warship. You know what I'm saying? So I think of inside of your warship, so I think of like, safety. You sing your refrain. Refrain is like that, like a chorus, like some sort of repetition there, and I'm out of my mind. So I'm not sure if this means anything, but it paints like a pretty picture. You know what I'm saying? All of my life, you've been the same, all of our days, and we'll never change. So that speaks to some sort of like familiarity, like when something is not changing, you know what I'm saying? Or something or someone that you know that's not changing. There's like a sense of familiarity with that, and it's really comforting. As we sink inside of your worship, lay next to me, our theme plays, and we're out of our minds singing. So even like through like disaster, there is like comfort when I'm within you, comfort within this chaos as you lay with me. Right, riding your wave, wrapped in your calm, with your arms over my head. Cross the shallows, I keep my balance. When he says that, after he says on a ride with you, on a wave, this is giving like a surfer song. Because he then says, cross the shallows, I keep my balance. So quite literally like surfing, trying to like keep your balance in like a dangerous area, I guess. This could just be a love song, but like a love for the wave. Like, dude, like a love for the wave. Because it paints this like beautiful picture, or like it paints like a poetic picture about, riding the wave, like the wave wrapped over his head. Very comforting, you know what I'm saying? And I can imagine like an expansive feeling that surfers feel when they like catch a wave, And I feel like the few times that I've heard like surfers talk about the waves or talk about the sea, it's very like, they use a lot of words that kind of like reference a relationship, so there's some sort of relationship there. And I'm not sure if the like singer of Deftones likes surfing or whatever. I'm not like one of those fans, like I'm not clocked in like that. What I can say is that he has a love for Mother Nature. You know what I'm saying? He has a love for nature in itself. I think of these concepts because I know this album is a lot about change, but it just kind of, these songs kind of make me think about outside of humans. Like, it's not very people-centric. It's very, like, earth-centric, this song. So, with that being said, let's go on to the next song. The next song we're listening to is Milk of Madonna.
Run away.
so this is the second time I've heard him mention anything like Bible-esque. I know in the first song he mentions God. I like the beat in the back. It's a very like mean tune, you know? Like oppressive or like aggressive a little bit. If that makes sense. First impressions of this song, as far as like this damn stupid ass tier list, honestly, this song is like not my cup of tea, but it sounds good. Oh yeah, good but not my tea. It just sounds good. Like it's definitely a banger, but it doesn't like speak to me in any way. But the song definitely has like a pop vibe, like a fresh pop vibe. So on impressions, it's like, you know, it sounds good, but it's just like it doesn't speak to me at all. But as far as like other than vibes, how this song is coming off to me is like, I almost think it's like a Christian song, because Milk of Madonna, like, you know, the Virgin Mary and stuff like that. And the few times that I did catch the lyrics, he uses like heavy references to the Bible. And even towards the end, like it sounded like a very like a mantra of sorts, because he's constantly like repeating himself, but he says it in such like a explosive tone that it doesn't come off to me as necessarily like negative, but transformative. With that being said, like let's go ahead and look into the lyrics. Bloody rain flood these streets, came falling to the earth. A thunder hangs above me like an eye. Okay, so that is probably some sort of biblical reference. Genius says that it could be a reference to the book of Revelation. It says here that, and they have power over the waters to turn them into blood and smite the earth with every plague as often as they shall desire. Then he says, flood these streets, came falling to the earth. Noah's Ark preserved life, symbolizing renewal and God's promise to never destroy the world by flood again. A thunder hangs around me. A thunder hangs above me like an eye. Very like watchful, maybe like protection. Genius says thunder in the Bible is often a symbol for God's gaze and voice. Here, fall on the earth and be a mighty downpour also allude to the previous lines of floods falling to the earth in bloody rain. These rains, floods, etc. are commandments of his that we cannot understand. He watches us and we know nothing, hence the thunder is like an eye. Through the thunder we are alerted to God's presence who watches us. But it's also kind of like giving wrath, right? In the chorus, he talks about like the Holy Ghost, I'm on fire, Holy Spirit, I'm on fire. You know what I'm saying? Which again is like, I don't think has any negative connotations. It just sounds like very like preachy. Verse 2, blows a wind. It fills and quakes the houses from above, wild awake, burning out the foxes from the vines. Acts 2:2, suddenly a sound like the blowing of a violent wind came from heaven, filled the whole house where they were sitting, burning out the foxes from the vines. A reference to Song of Solomon 2:15, catch for us the foxes, the little foxes that ruin the vineyards, our vineyards that are in bloom. Tongues of fire against the night. Wow, more biblical mentions. And they saw tongues like flames of fire coming to rest on every one of them. And they were all full of the Holy Spirit and were talking in different languages, and the Spirit gave them power. I've heard of that one quite a bit. A new wine intoxicates you slowly out of time. I mean, the whole point of that is like, not given to like the worldly pleasures of intoxication and whatnot. Holy Ghost, I'm on fire. Holy Spirit, I'm on fire. Holy Ghost, save, save, save. I'm on fire, save, save, save. So it's kind of like a self-declaration, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like a self-purification, that type of line. Again, I said before, it was giving mantra, you know what I'm saying? Like repeating it over and over again. This entire song just sounds like a song of like purification and like cleansing. What I do know is that I'm not surprised he speaks on this because of I feel like he's been saying that in other songs, like the act of saving, but said in very different ways. The act of breaking free and being saved, you know what I'm saying, or being protected has just been said, you know. Next song is called Cut Hands. Let's go ahead and listen to it.
It's what you rap from me. Living on this space, you're coming unchained from me. Let me take you up another day. I'm okay now, what? You're putting this in your car, your running system now. Your eyelids getting heavy. You're pulling me out of my you feel no longer steady, but I'm running to kill you. You're running out of pennies. You're pulling me out of my I can tell you think it's headshot, but when you miss, is it coming? I see me climb out of dead vine, and no one unlocks the ring.
Something's a little bit like suffocating about these lyrics of this song. So like destruction or like the repercussions of actions. I don't know how to like mimic that noise, obviously, but
Eyelids getting heavy. Now pull me out of my grasp. You feel no longer steady, but now running to give up.
drums are slightly off for me to actually fully enjoy the song. There's something about the rhythm that's like slightly off. You know. Sorry if that was like a bit negative, but you know, I thought. I like that song. Cut Hands, going straight to my playlist. What? I need to hear that ish in the car right now. This song is definitely my type of vibe, kind of just like aggressive. The lyrics seem a bit more accusatory, and it's just like it's pumped up. It's lit. Like I need to hear that ish in the car as soon as possible. Intro, he's like, I can tell you it's an answer. It's what you're after from me. I keep you floating out in dead space. You're coming unchained from it. Let me fill you with an update. Fuck you, I'm okay. Now what? You imploding is the outcome. Your running system's failed. So here I can only assume that he's saying like you're the result of your own actions that you've taken. And in the chorus, he's like, your eyelids getting heavy, not pulling me out of my grace. You feel no longer steady, but not wanting to give up. You're running out of pennies, no pulling off my plane. So you cannot affect me. You know, you can't knock me off my vibes. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm so high right now. Like, I can tell you the attention of which you fish isn't coming, right? I see you clamor at a dead vine. There's no one online. Sorry. You might need another update. Fuck you, still okay. Now what? It appears you hit a crossroad as your whole outcome fails. So whoever he's talking to is like fishing for some sort of conflict, and it ended up amounting to absolutely nothing. Like, do what you think you must do, but at the end of the day, it really ain't gonna do shit to me. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those types of songs, and I really like it. I really full with it. Next is Metal Dream. Metal Dream.
Step into your fundamentals, deep into the heart of the abyss. Searching for a solace recreated far beyond what exists. Sick and tired of habitual, throwing out of time as we embrace. Deeply enthralled in your grasp.
The lyrics of that song, and I think the lyrics fit really well with the title of the song. With that being said, I'm going to put it in good but not my tea. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not giving me life. You know, it's not giving me life. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, I think it's because I'm looking or I'm expecting for a very intense, loud, and aggressive sound, and I'm just not getting that from this album. And that's not necessarily saying that it's a bad album, you know what I'm saying? It's just not the type of album that I am looking for, like, in this moment. With that being said, I do feel as though this fucking list. I do feel as though that good but not, like, this area, this green area right here, are songs that I'm going to listen to again, but like in the car. You know what I'm saying? With the music up. With the music up loud. Verse 3, he says, strap into your gown and jewels deep into the heart of the abyss, searching for solace recreated far beyond what exists. Bars. Sink inside a velvet tomb, floating out of time as we embrace, deeply enthralled in your grass. I'm telling you, these lyrics go hard. Metal Dream. It's so like, these lyrics are so like goth. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can really say. They're so like dark. And it's like a rose with thorns type like intensity. Chorus is, in your dreams, all we see are the gold-drenched days laid ahead. Off we sleep and soon we'll sink in perfect pose together. It's in your dreams, right? So it makes me think of that one song where it was like, you know, when you float off, like, and I'm with you like we are freeze. It's kind of giving that vibe. Then he's like, are the gold-drenched days laid ahead? So brighter days, you know. It's a more of, I guess, like, sexy way of saying brighter days, I guess. Off we sleep and soon we'll sink. In perfect pose together. That sounds like death. Verse 2, crash into the forest bed, breathing deep, I sink into your chest. Very, like, romantic, you know? Bathing in the crystal-coated rays beyond where anyone exists. Very dreamlike, right? Swaying out of consciousness, hearing the morning bells as we embrace. Deeply enthralled in your gaze. This is like a vampire's love ballad. You know what I'm saying? It's giving very Queen of the Damned, you know? And I really like it for that purpose. And I'll definitely, like, listen to that song again with a different mindset, because I really liked the lyrics of that song. It's just I guess the beat overall, you know, wasn't like my favorite, you know what I'm saying? I think the lyrics stood out to me as special, if anything. All right, guys. All right. Last song, Leaving the Body or something. Let's get to it.
There's a room we hang in space. It's clear, cold, 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 cold. A total lie. It's all that remains. I've spent these days apart.
Ireland's Deftones album, Private Music. It was a good album. I really liked it. And I guess, you already know my favorites, just judging by the tier list, and also like my not so favorites. But at the end of the day, like, there was nothing that made me want to like take off my headphones and go listen to white noise. Everything was just a pleasant listen through. It was good. It was very consistent in overall quality. I gotta hand it to them. They've been serving like for a really long time. Like, they have been giving quality music for a really long time, and this album in no way feels old. It feels very fresh, and I look forward to future music, you know what I'm saying? And I cannot wait to listen to this album like on my own time, because it's definitely like a different experience, you know what I'm saying? Hey guys, so I forgot to record me reading the lyrics. I just didn't end up reading them, honestly. I went straight into Goodbye and my thoughts on the album in general. So, my interpretation of the last song in the album was like a departure song, as hence the name Leaving Your Body. So the refrain is racing through the light. Today we're going to taste beyond, enchanted by what lies, what awaits our future. So as you're leaving your body, kind of drifting towards that light, in anticipation for what's to come. He also talks about enchantment in our eyes. We're veering closer. So in my opinion, this is a very positive song. And the bridge is lift your eyes, surprise, surprise, we made it. And you raise your eyes, surprise, we're finally through. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of Death a little bit. Kind of like what I imagine like Death to be like. Like don't go towards the light type beat. So I really like that song. Now, since recording this video, I have listened to this album at least 6 times, and my opinion has changed quite a bit on each song. I thought I touched on that a little bit. So I thought I'd mention the songs that are on my playlist that I like crave to hear, that pop into my head at random times of the day. First song is My Mind is a Mountain. That was a banger. Ever since I listened to it, my opinion hasn't changed on that. Ectois is a very good song. I really enjoyed that song a lot. Infinite Source is a really beautiful song as well. Souvenir is a lovely song. I really enjoy listening to that one. I Think About You All the Time. I'm not gonna lie, I was in the gym and I shed a tear. Some runner-ups. I know that I said Cut Hands are going straight to my playlist, but my opinion has changed on that a little bit. And Leaving the Body, the last song. So I feel like these 2 songs would sound really good live. I mean, really good. But yeah, that's like half of the songs on the album. I think that's amazing. To be honest with you, when I'm going on an album run, I will pick about 2 songs that go to my playlist from the album. What songs that do and do not go to my playlist does not speak to the overall quality, but just my preference of what songs that speak to me a lot, that make me feel something that I really like. And I have a new respect for this album. I think this is a very well made album. The overall quality was extremely consistent, and I am infatuated with how comforting this album makes me feel. It's like it's this soft rock, right? It's like this falling into the clouds, almost like borderline relaxing. Even some of the songs that were like hard rock, still were very like relaxing to listen to. I still don't like that one song at EXCY or something like that. I still cannot jive with that song. But other than that, I really liked every song on the album. But without further ado, I will see you guys next time, and peace.